Here to talk more about those stories, Heidi Hamilton with KLOS and Dish Nation. And let's start with Lady Gaga. She's raw in this one.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's not often that we get to see Lady Gaga out of her drag, out of her makeup, but there are some scenes in this documentary that you see Lady Gaga absolutely no makeup on, and she's really bearing her soul. Because you look at Lady Gaga, her fans are called little monsters, and you always see her, she's dressed up, she's singing about, the lyrics of her songs are so powerful and so inspirational. So you automatically just look at her like she's just this woman who's got it all together, and, you know, she never hurts or feels lonely or feels sad or whatever. And there were some moments in the trailer for this Netflix show where it's like really deep and kind of sad, where she talks about, you know, all day she's Lady Gaga. And she's got people touching her face and doing her hair and being involved and talking to her, and then they all go home, and she's just left
the realities of celebrity
alone and just being there by herself. And she said it was really tough. Yeah, there's Lady Gaga, you know, and just all natural, and it's kind of cool. She talked about she was, you know, engaged to Taylor Kinney, and they were going to get married, and I think it was last July he ended that engagement. And so she talks about how depressing that is, to go from being engaged and happy and to just being at home, and it feels very kind of Madonna Truth or Dare-ish, which is interesting too, because she loves Madonna. She idolizes Madonna. She talks about this in this documentary as well.
But she also talks about her supposed feud with Madonna. We have a clip of that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think
we're going to roll a clip, I think, in just a second on that.
We'll be feuding with people. There it is.
That's not Madonna.
No,
so
that's Taylor Swift right there. I mean, who would even know that that's Taylor Swift? She almost seems unrecognizable.
That's the new project.
Yeah, the new project. Yeah, called Reputation, and that everybody is talking about. That there is a big. I mean, her, Kanye West, and Kim Kardashian. This thing is coming out, and they're saying that it seems as if Taylor Swift is coming for Kanye West.
Really?
Yeah, because last year, you may remember Kanye West's song Famous, right? So in his song Famous, he talks about how he made Taylor Swift famous.
Right.
So their big fight last year was that Kanye West called Taylor Swift and said, hey, I have an idea for this song. This is what I want to say in the song.
It was all devised
would you be
to
cool
generate.
with that? Would you be cool with that? And supposedly Taylor Swift said, oh, yeah, that'd be funny. And then the song comes out, and Taylor says, I never gave consent to that. I never said he could do that. So then they got all upset. Kim Kardashian actually had that on tape and a phone conversation.
Right.
So it makes it look like Taylor Swift is a little two-faced. And Kim Kardashian started saying she's a snake. She's a snake in the grass, that she's a little bit two-faced, and you can't necessarily trust her. So Taylor Swift took all of her social media down this past week.
Yeah.
Then the first thing that she puts up is this, like, GIF of a snake just to the screen. That was it. So people were like, wait a second. She's acknowledging that that's what that Kim Kardashian and Kanye West were calling her. Then she's releasing her album called Reputation, which the font of the word Reputation is sort of in the same font as Life of Pablo, Kanye's album. She looks kind of rough on the front of the album with like a ripped sweater that looks like it's from the Kanye West clothing line. So people are talking about it like, I wonder if this is an album where, you know, she's coming for Kanye West.
Do you think she's trying to change her image too, or is this all about being provocative?
Well, maybe a little bit of both, but yeah, I think you are looked at one way for so long. You're like, I have a bunch of different sides to me. I'm the pop star. She started as a country star, was beloved there, and then sort of pop star. And now, you know, maybe she wants to do a little something harder.
All right, so the VMAs coming up, and apparently the VMAs asked the military to send members of the military who are transgender.
Yeah, they got a special invitation, and they reached out to the Department of Justice. I love MTV for this, and they said, listen, we want to show how special and how brave our men and women who are fighting are, and especially those who are transgender. Obviously, they have a harder time, and we want to invite them and celebrate them. And I mean, I think it's absolutely awesome. And a lot of times, maybe you don't go, really, Video Music Awards? Who watches those anymore or whatever? But I think that MTV is doing this. I think we should all sort of maybe gather around on Sunday and take a look, because I think that was a really cool thing for them to do.
And it's all about sending a message and maybe trying to get some more power behind that movement.
Right. To say why, because that's the whole point is, yeah, Donald Trump is saying they're not to serve in any capacity. If we're not able to deploy you, then you are not, you know, you're not welcome to serve in the military.
So it's a little bit political there.
It's a little bit political, but I mean, I think, you know, we have to. And if you're MTV and you've got a huge fan base, I think it's a really good thing that they're doing. Yeah.
Right.
You can hear Heidi every morning on Frosty, Heidi, and Frank weekdays from 6 to 10 a.m. and 95.5 KLOS radio, and see her weeknights at 6:30 and 11:30 on Dish Nation. That's right here on Fox 11.
Thank you, Heidi. We'll be right back after this.